Maoist Rebel News fans, the G8 and the NATO summit are now over, with no clear line on what it is that they plan to do with Syria. However, a military source inside of Israel has leaked information on what has happened so far. An army source in Israel spoke to the Debka news agency, and he or she said Obama cut a deal with foreign intelligence to get anti-tank rockets to the rebels in Syria. Those who are fighting the regime of Bashar al-Assad, the government in Syria, are now going to be given anti-tank weapons from the U.S. government, while it has constantly claimed that it has had no interference. The rebels have been fighting the government for over 14 months now, and now they're going to be getting weapons, or according to the source, have already been getting weapons from the Obama administration. Anonymous sources say that this is the actual cause of the recent destruction of the T-72 tanks that have been destroyed inside Syria. Now, sources say these are the three main weapons that are being given. The K9-115-2 and the Metis-M, that's probably not how you pronounce it, but that's how we pronounce that word in Canada, and the Cornet-E. According to that same source, these anti-tank weapons are being moved through the intelligence agencies of Saudi Arabia and Qatar, and this comes only days after Obama explicitly said Bashar al-Assad must leave power. Now, after the NATO meeting, there was no official plan to do so. However, in March, he did say this in the Atlantic Weekly. It is our estimation that Assad's days are numbered. It's a matter of not if, but when. Now, it's obviously clear from this statement that American imperialism is definitely and most explicitly inside of Syria, manipulating events in the favor of the imperialists, not just the United States, but the entire Western world as well. Now, the Obama regime desires to make this worse. They are going in, giving weapons, and fueling this entire conflict, also that it can serve its interests. And this is all it is ever going to do. Despite all the denunciations for increased violence, the Obama administration has been sending weapons in to make the entire situation worse. This completely debunks the idea that the Obama administration has stayed out of this conflict in order to not be seen as interfering in more governments throughout the Arab world, when in fact they have very much been doing so. Now, whether you support the Assad regime or you're actually against the Assad regime, one thing is clear. When the U.S. has overthrown a country in the Middle East for its own interest, that government has not been better than the one that was there previously.